Well, when you said that, even this morning before we jumped on there, when you said, hey, can I talk to you about that a little bit? I mean, it convicted me immediately because I feel like we kind of all do that same thing where we go through those stages and those seasons in life where we're just dedicated. You know, it's every morning, like you said, 5:30 a.m., you're reading your word, you're praying, you're worshiping, and even at night. I mean, the Word of God says to meditate on the Word morning and night, you know. And so there's times where I've walked, you know, through seasons where I've been so dedicated and diligent to do that, and then just seasons of life where you get super busy and you think, oh, it's going to be okay. But honestly, this morning I woke up and I was like, you cannot go a day without God, because you end up making decisions and you end up doing things kind of out of your own self and you're trying to be led by God, but because you haven't spent time with Him, you know, you're not hearing His voice probably as well as you would if you're spending time with Him. But yeah, it's super important to me to make sure I have that time, because I know that if I don't have it, that I can't do what I do for sure, because it's only by Him that I can do this. I mean, I remember when God called me into ministry when I was 17, and basically my heart and my mind just said, God, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. I mean, I'm too broken and messed up, and I feel too weak. And God reminded me that day, I'm with you. I'll never fail you. I'll never forsake you. So I think, you know, there's times where we definitely have that grace to be like, okay, I've been super busy, God's with me, but then there's also those moments where you gotta go, you know what, I gotta get back on track. I gotta get my word, because without Him, I can't do this. And His voice, you know, the word says, is still small voice. So it's like, I think you gotta get alone, you gotta get still sometimes to hear God.